Welcome to the battle for the 6th seed in the AOL division. We got Marilyn Manson Dope Show, Eminem Without Me, Aaliyah We Need a Resolution, 2 112 songs. Is that how you say it? 112?
Yeah.
112? Whatever. Backstreet Boys, everybody.
112.
Is it 112?
Yeah. No, I'm just
Is it
kidding.
really? Oh my god.
Yeah,
So
I think
in
it's
my head,
112.
I'm so frazzled. This is going to be such a tough battle. Let's go into the first round.
Well, I'm just going to go ahead and say for that, since we are on the 6th seed, they are going to need a lot to succeed. Thank you.
Give it up. That was good. That wasn't planned at all. Unless you've been sitting on that for 5 seeds.
No, I'm just improvising.
First battle of the first round, we have Marilyn Manson Dope Show versus Ludacris Move Bitch. Yeah, and again, we say this every time. Was that the thing from Power Rangers? that from Power Rangers? Okay, that's interesting. That thing from the Dope Show, I think that's the Power Rangers.
The suit?
The bass in the very first one. I want to almost confirm that, but well, me and my brother, I think your partner, Juan, I think he would know it immediately. That's very funny. I never recognized that.
To say, if this is what you recall being the suit of the Power Rangers, then you are dead wrong.
No, that wasn't not my Power Rangers. Anyway, again, with the first rounds are usually pretty easy. I think this is an easy one. I do want to say this about Ludacris. I don't think his music videos are good. For some reason, before this tournament, when I was going in, I'm like, oh, I think Ludacris will go far. I think he has some good music videos, but really, I think I was just conflating it with he has good songs and maybe memorable music videos, but this is not a particularly good music video. Would you agree?
I don't know.
I think they're both excellent videos, and one is definitely superior to the other, but I am not going to jump on the Ludacris has bad videos. Ludacris, if you're watching, I don't stand by Craig's comment.
I love his songs. I think his songs are good.
I love his songs. I love his music videos. Please remember how, I'm speaking of you. Should we ever, because we run in really similar circles. So if we ever to run into each other, I do not stand by my co-host Craig's
oh my
comments.
Gosh. Coward.
Phony.
Okay, just listen.
No, you listen. You turned out to be exactly who I thought you were.
Not coward, Craig. Again, let me just bring it to one video that is a lot better, though, is The Dope Show. This is definitely Marilyn Manson's, one of my favorite eras. He has so many incredible eras, but Mechanical Animals was just so experimental. There were a lot of rumors that were going around in the school playground about his ribs. I think we talked about that already in the previous video, but I don't think he helped that case, and maybe he fed into it purposefully with that suit. And yeah, just such a cool music video, such a cool song, move, and I won't even say the whole word, but it was definitely...
You were cowardly today.
Not cowardly, Craig. Again, Ludacris, I appreciate you, but unfortunately one does have to win, and that is going to go to Marilyn Manson, The Dope Show.
Yep. Let's move it. Let's move it to the next round for sure.
Cowardly.
Next up in the battle for 6th seed, we have Kylie Minogue, Love at First Sight, and REM, Losing My Religion. A very early... this is a tough one for being a round 1 battle. Would you agree, Juan?
I agree, but I think they're all tough. I mean, they all have some big contribution, and they're doing such amazing things. So REM and Kylie Minogue, whoever we choose, just know that I can't speak for my co-host, but there's just mad love and respect for both of you from me. And that being said, it is really difficult because on one hand, Michael Stipe in this video really changed my life. There's some that would say the song is about Michael Stipe coming out, so that's an experience I'm very familiar with.
I'm gay.
Now the music video is very abstract, and that's really, really cool. Kylie Minogue, she definitely has, she's just has so many hits and hits underneath her belt that span throughout all these decades. Love at First Sight is a really cool video. I just want to say that I love Kylie Minogue so much. Now, if we're going for just the visuals, I'm a little bit more interested in what's going on in Losing My Religion. But I am very hopeful that Kylie Minogue, and I have reason to believe that some of her more creative videos are coming up, so she's not one to sleep on, especially in this tournament.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate part of these very, iconic or powerful artists that have multiple videos in the thing. We kind of compare them to those other music videos, maybe unintentionally, where it's like, oh, this one's not as good as maybe her other stuff. So it's unfortunate because I think it is a very, very good music video. We need more thongs poking out of pants nowadays. I think that went away, a la Lita from WWF.
Can I remind you when I said the impact of the thong song a couple tiers back, and you just kind of dismissed it?
I guess I did.
I had talked about the impact. Yeah, thank you.
That's interesting. You know what? I will apologize. I didn't realize that it had such an impact. It definitely had an impact on me as an adolescent. But anyways.
Yeah, I wanted to wear a thong, but because of the thong song.
Losing My Religion, I grew up extremely religious, so this song, as I was losing my faith, really was, I'm such a dork, I created like a leaving religion playlist, and this was on it, so it does have a very personal spot in my heart. And when Juan, I wonder what you think for songs that have a particularly strong influence on you, and it seems like every one of these songs do. But for those that are
a lot
really,
of them do.
really
I wouldn't
strong,
say all of them.
but
I don't think golf. I'm just saying I don't think golf has a strong influence on me.
I will say Mo Money Mo Problems is really, really good. But anyways, but for the
what was your question?
My question was, it's hard for me not to separate my personal feelings or experience with the song, and I think that's okay. I don't know. I'm hoping it's okay.
Well, that's actually, I wish we can put it on across the screen, but that's one of our actual metrics that we used and for our rubric, which is personal feelings and attachment to it. I mean, you cannot avoid those, anybody watching music videos, unless you're a straight psychopath and you don't like music videos. But especially if done effectively well, they should provoke something. Okay,
so are you gonna say it's REM? Because I can save more of my personal thoughts for that.
Absolutely. I want to hear more of your thoughts, so I want you to pass REM, and I'm begging you to do so.
No, please, you have to believe me. You just have to please just give me one more chance, please.
Okay, let's do it. Let's move REM to the next round. I'm so sorry, Kylie Minogue. I'm gonna miss you, Kylie. But you'll show up in later.
She'll come back. She'll come back.
All right. Congrats, REM. We have Jennifer Lopez, I'm Glad, and Rancid, Ruby Soho. Now, if you were to look at both of us and hear both of us, and you would say, who added Rancid Soho? Who would you think? You'd probably think it's me. It was not me. I don't even know the song that well. My first time watching it was when it was put on the playlist. I'm unfamiliar with Rancid other than the kind of the picture that people would wear patches of punk bands, when I was in middle school and high school. But I guess I was watching more Jennifer Lopez than Rancid.
I'm gay. Actually, I'm not.
Well, I was watching both. I added Rancid's Ruby Soho. I did have patches of Rancid, but I was also listening to J-Lo. It was I feel like as a gay, I really my life is really similar to Hannah Montana's. Like, you get the best of both worlds. And so
Sure.
I got a little bit of Rancid, but also with Jennifer Lopez. So Ruby Soho, the song, and just Rancid as a whole, really, I go back with that band. Loved listening to that band, their album, and Out Come the Wolves with friends and whatnot. But on the low key, or not so low key, I was secretly recreating these dance moves, which are recreating the dance moves on Flashdance.
You're so multifaceted, Juan. You're listening to punk as you're dancing like Jennifer Lopez, soaking wet.
Yeah, you know, one thing I never accomplished, perhaps on one of those nights that we talked about in our intro, but maybe I'll be listening to Ruby Soho while I recreate this dance move, and then, you know, merge both worlds.
Sure.
But, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and be objective here. Rancid is a cool band and all, but I mean, the icon that J-Lo is, and in this music video, her dancing, she really makes Flashdance her own. And because she's such a good actress, I would love to see her in a remake of Flashdance. And yeah, I think the song was also inspired by Ben Affleck, because this is from This Is Me Then. And yeah, I you know, I just know that she was getting it very good at the time.
Okay. Oh, so that's why she's glad.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good. I mean, it's the one I'm familiar with, but I think objectively, I think it is the better song. That her dance moves are very, very good, and she looks incredible. So yeah, let's move Jennifer Lopez on to round 2. Next in round 1, we have Aaliyah, We Need a Resolution, and 112, Peaches and Cream. I love Aaliyah. I think she's my favorite R&B. Is she R&B? R&B artist in the 90s.
To early 2000s.
But I love Peaches and Cream, the song. But what do you think? What are your thoughts on these music videos?
I do like that in the 112, 112, or 112 group, since we are still not clear.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Someone is actually chomping on a
They're
peach.
Oh, I thought you were saying someone in the
everywhere.
comments is screaming that they know what it is, and they're saying, "You guys are idiots. You don't know what you're talking about. It's 112."
I'm also a really sucker for innuendos. You know, that's always really, really good for me.
Yeah.
They have some good choreograph. I love the actual peach dipped in cream. That actually might be really good, and I might have myself a little snacky after this.
Oh, that's nice.
That is peaches and cream. But I do think we need to get to a resolution. Okay. And Aaliyah, I love how ahead of her time she was.
Oh, yeah.
This video is the clear winner between both.
Yeah.
Number one, every look in this video is a serve.
Yep.
This was actually before Slave For You. Look how not scared she is with the snakes on top of her.
And before Taylor Swift, because her whole snake gimmick, I don't know if she's still doing it, but for a minute during the Reputation era, I think she was embracing the snake. But let's not forget, Aaliyah did it first.
And she was goth. And I think that's why I really, really liked her. Like, she wasn't afraid to paint her nails black. She embraced her jet black hair.
Yep.
And then she was like in one of my all-time favorite movies, Queen of the Damned, as Queen Akasha. And
she acted a lot, huh?
Huh?
She acted a lot.
Romeo Must Die too.
Yep.
And one thing I will mention, it's not against Aaliyah, it's more so Timbaland's really weird fascination. If any of you guys have, want to go through that rabbit hole, but Timbaland loved Aaliyah so much that he ended up marrying his current wife, and she's aware of it, unintentionally, so because she looked like Aaliyah. That's how far his love for her went.
Why are you so obsessed with me?
But
did we say she's the clear winner?
Yeah, she's a clear winner. Let's move her on. Congrats, Aaliyah. Next up, we have 112 Anywhere, another 112 back-to-back, and Shaggy, It Wasn't Me. The 112 song is a certified banger. It is an incredible song. And Shaggy, It Wasn't Me, I don't know, for me it goes in like that genre of like borderline comedy songs, like almost like a Weird Al, Like Ludacris kind of falls in this category as well. They're silly, goofy songs.
Ha ha, laugh, funny. That's funny? To me, it's funny. Yeah, do you have a sense of humor?
That are talking about is in a silly, goofy way. I don't know. I think it's.
You know what?
What do you
Shaggy,
think?
I think you have a very serious song there.
Oh my.
And an anthem. It's just really well made.
Mm-hmm.
And I would never call it comedy because all of these songs are for real. And
it's really how to get away with. So to get away with cheating, by the way, the whole point of the song.
I'm really sorry for Craig right now. Like,
the point of the song and music video is gaslight your woman. It wasn't me. No, but I saw you banging on the sofa. No, it wasn't me. No, you're crazy.
The meaning of the song definitely, yeah, it's very, very toxic, but it was a cool song and it was to a really cool beat. Which, speaking of really cool beats, the 112 Anywhere, that little, I don't know who created that little bomb, but that is like Mozart level of genius, because just such a good song. And if we're talking about messages and all of that, which I think they effectively hit in the music video, they are saying they will literally do it with you anywhere. And yeah, like it doesn't matter where, in the shower, on the sofa, apparently in the strip club,
anywhere, or
all of 112 will do it with them anywhere. So great message there too.
Yeah.
Although we don't condone any like doing it anywhere in public. Video wise, I think I'm getting a little bit more from 112's Anywhere.
Yeah.
Shaggy has a really cool song. I don't approve of the message, but I do approve of Shaggy making serious music. So cool music, video is okay. But the 112 is banging, and the music video is really, really selling the message.
Yeah,
so,
I love a horny music video. I love how sexy it is. Yeah, I'm good with 112 moving forward. So let's move forward to round 2. Next up in round 1, we have Everybody by the Backstreet Boys. And
as we go on,
Graduation by Bye.
Shut the fuck up and let me sing?
Graduation song.
Wow, sorry.
Did you say vitamin D, Craig?
No, I said vitamin C. I know my vitamins.
Okay, I'm like,
C, oranges. That's why she loves oranges and all the lemon.
And her hair's orange. Yeah. Okay, I was like, get your head out of the gutter, but I guess it's for me. Yeah. You said this was gonna be the easiest job.
Yeah, I thought this.
We started out.
Again, on paper, I was looking at these songs. I'm like, I think this will be kind of easy. I think I know where this is going. I kind of don't know where it's going. We've already made a change or two from our original guesses. So
you guys might be very shocked about this, but we talk going into the rounds, like where our thoughts are. And I mean, I'm going to do a little bit of exposing. I wish I had it actually in writing, but Craig was mentioning, today's rounds should be very easy. And
thank God it's not recorded, right?
Yeah, it's not recorded, unfortunately, but this did happen. This is not alleged, unlike other things that we've alleged. And so, anyway.
To make a long fucking story short, I put a whole bag of jelly beans up my ass.
Gosh, both are really, really, really good music videos. The Backstreet Boys really got the ball rolling with this shift in what was considered pop music, and they really paved the way for some of the biggest hard hitters in this entire bracket. So I have to strongly commend them on that. I do think they have better music videos, although I do appreciate a good wind blow in the music video. But Vitamin C, I think there are seriously people that graduated only to hear this song play when they walked the stage. And it's still such a good graduation song. And the music video actually feels like they recorded our specific high schools, and we didn't even go to the same high school.
Yeah.
But the people
this is what people
very
look
convincing.
Like 100%.
Yeah. I had orange hair.
Yeah. It's funny watching the graduation music video and listening to the song. It is sad. Like it's very the song does a good job of like being reminiscent, and you almost get a little like teary-eyed watching it. Maybe it's just me because this was, I don't know when this came out. I don't have the year, but it was, middle school, high school for me. So it was like every graduation or promotion or whatever, it would be around somewhere. And it's like, oh, this is sad. I'm doing it.
Song?
My graduation song was Forever Young.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Mine was Little Wonders by Rob Thomas, and neither of our songs made it. So the fact that this song about graduation and music video made it, like, says it all.
It should
this
always
is the theme song for every graduation.
Yeah, every
here
graduation
on forward
should be Vitamin C. But
we need this in writing. We need it in writing right now. Moving forward, as iconic as like the Star Spangled Banner is to our nation.
Agreed.
Graduation by Vitamin C, and the music video needs to be the official graduation song.
I think it is Backstreet Boys. I disagree with you. I think this is one of their more iconic and better music videos. I'm not sure why you think it's not as good. This is almost the music video I think of first when I think of the Backstreet Boys. But so I'm gonna say I think it should be the Backstreet Boys. But what do you think?
I am going to.
They should figure that out on their own. I'm not going to say it right now.
And I think they should know so they know how to work better together.
I think that they should just all figure out you.
Okay,
Which one?
It took a little interrogation.
We all signed.
I would like for you to reconsider and consider Vitamin C, the fashions in the music video. Like, it really did remind me of going to high school. Not that it was like that great of a period in my life, and I do not, if I have one criticism, it's definitely the friends forever part. Like, how many people do you still keep in contact with from in high school? I mean, I can think of like 2 people total, 3 maybe.
Yeah, I
it depends on a good day, like 2 or 3. But after that, it was like, I was over high school before high school was over for me. So.
Oh, I thought high school was fun. But yeah, so I'm good with giving it to Vitamin C. I'm good with it. It is almost like a little bit of a time capsule of the time. So like seeing the hairstyles, my wife had that hair. It's like the crimped hair that was earlier in this music video. So it is just like fun to see. It does spark a lot of memories and nostalgia in me. So I'm good with moving it forward. I think it's a worthy winner. So let's have Vitamin. All right, Vitamin C. Moving on to the next one. Next in round 1, we have Jennifer Lopez Play versus Monifah Touch It. Now,
okay, both are incredible, and we really need to put a counter of how many times Jennifer Lopez has already appeared in this.
She has appeared a lot.
Division.
And I wonder if she'll appear in the next division. I don't think so. Maybe once.
Well, I know who's partly responsible for that, but we'll let you guys down there decide who you guys thought added. Having said that, I do want to mention a couple things about the Play video.
Okay.
This song, which was co-written by Christina Milian, another person that has appeared on this list, and she's on background vocals. It's really cool. I really enjoy all the looks she's serving. It felt very futuristic at the time. I think it was like 2001, 2002, and love the space buns. But above all, I love when, and I think it happens around this time in the music video, where she tells you, yeah, that's the hotness. So, I mean, I have to really commend such a powerful message. Now, having said that, Monifah Touch It is such an underappreciated song in
really
music
is.
Video. I don't want to go too much into details. So every now and then we go on one of the bases, and I mean, I just want to perform this so badly for the soldiers. And such a good song, such a cool music video. You can tell the soldiers are really into it. And was this maybe the inspiration for Destiny's Child, a soldier maybe?
Ooh,
I mean,
interesting.
Allegedly it could have been, but
maybe.
we don't know. We can't confirm. I mean, I don't want to start that rumor, but
yeah, please.
I
We're already starting so many rumors and spreading so many falsehoods. We're, part of the problem. This Monifah song is You were right. It is very underappreciated. I think you play it, and I think everybody is grooving, dancing, moving. It is so good. Juan, like the next time we hang out, when we're in our drunken state and everyone's passed out and it's just me and you playing music videos, I think we need to play this one immediately. It is so good. Now,
the next time at the base, when they set up a stage, I'm performing that for our troops.
Okay,
you know, they do so much for our country, so they deserve a performance of this by yours truly.
If this video that we're making gets 1,000 likes, Juan will perform this for the soldiers.
Do not do that to
on
me.
July 4th.
How many promises have you?
Disclose.
I will wear the outfit at least.
You'll wear the outfit? Okay. You'll do the dance. I'll do. No, I won't do that. But you will do the.
You already keep promising. This is gonna end up with Craig just basically
wearing the Christina Aguilera chapped.
Well, you already
dancing
promised that,
for the troops.
It's like he's gonna end up on another thing that's like as popular as YouTube, but is for people of 18 and over, with all the promises that he's making.
Hey, I'll dance. I don't mind. But I don't think this. That said, anyways. A long aside.
Look.
I don't think this music video by Monifah is good. I think it is borderline bad. It is very low. Production
Monifah,
value. It is very clear.
I don't stand by that.
I love the song with all my heart. I just don't think it's that good of a music video. And if we're looking at choreography by itself, we're looking at Jennifer Lopez. If we're looking at costumes or, wardrobe itself, you're looking at Jennifer Lopez. Song is debatable, and honestly, it 100% just goes to Monifah. But from a music video perspective, I think it is J-Lo.
I think the music video is very interesting for J-Lo. I'm not negating that, but Monifah's, especially because it's older. So, she did her thing. She probably had less budget than Jennifer Lopez did, and she made a really cool, fun video that really shows our men of service, or she services our servicemen.
There you go.
And she made it really cool and fun, and to a really good song with an incredible beat. And this is exactly the type of service our servicemen need.
Okay. So are you putting your hat?
I salute Monifah. I applaud J-Lo, but I salute Monifah, and she is my pick. But if you want to, you can sway me to J-Lo.
No, it's fine. I don't.
You can sway me.
No,
you don't have to.
If I'm gonna go to bat for a J-Lo music video, it wouldn't be this one. And I guess that's how strong of a song this Monifah song is. Truly, I don't think we can play the songs on YouTube, but please go to this music video and watch it. It is a awesome song. So I'm down for giving it to Monifah. And
matter of fact, I appreciate you saying that, Craig. Please continue to support all of these artists that are on our tier list. Give them an extra view, and just maybe even let them know down there, hey, I was reminded of this song by a YouTube video with these two guys,
these two geniuses.
One Trey. And we would really appreciate that.
Yeah, so okay, I'll give it to Monifah. I can't believe J-Lo's losing a round one, but hey, crazier things have happened.
But the thing about that is everybody likes an underdog, and I feel like Monifah really put a lot of work and effort into that music video, and J-Lo has so many good ones, so she's already made. Huh?
Yeah, let's move it ahead. Let's see how far this Cinderella story lasts. The last battle for the round, and it's a very interesting matchup, and I can't stress this enough. This was not intentional. It is truly by our preceding score, and this matchup happened. I was very excited to see it happening. But it is Mariah Carey Fantasy, and it is Eminem Without Me. It's just a funny matchup. Juan, do you want to talk about why it's a funny matchup?
I mean, hopefully, if you're not living under a rock, you would know that both Mariah and Eminem have a contentious present, and they had some type of past where potentially and allegedly they were rumored to be involved, and it didn't go very well. Whether it was one-sided or not, it's only these two know. These two greats know the truth behind that. But both have taken shots at each other, with
Yeah.
Eminem referencing Mariah Carey and Superman,
Yeah.
and basically saying, she wanted to be his wife. And then Mariah Carey clapping back with Obsessed, which I think will be in the later division, but they're not really fans of each other. But I'm here for any messy showdown. I think they're both really great, and they have contributed both so much to music. So this pick is incredibly difficult.
Yeah.
I'd like to hear what you think first, and then I can maybe formulate my decision.
This is another example of comedy masked by rap. This is a Ludacris. This is a Shaggy. Eminem is, a lot of Eminem's popular songs are the, parody. This music video is parody of just things that were happening at the time. So this music video is very TRL for those who know what I'm talking about.
Real world. It actually features people from the real world.
But no, what I mean is
show,
it's like
the TV show.
I'm saying the music video is very it reminds me of TRL. Like it was like on TRL. That's when I think of TRL, I'm thinking of this type of music video this time. Mariah Carey, the song is very, very good. I think the music video is maybe not as good as Eminem's. I don't want either person to lose right now. This is a tough first round, and I am so sorry before I said this was going to be easy. This is the hardest one for me so far. Round one.
So I'm glad Craig is now admitting what he previously said or denied.
Mm-hmm.
So I will say that the music video is actually personal and dear to me. While it may not have that impact on Craig, I used to have a VHS of a lot of music videos that were recorded, among them Mariah Carey's Fantasy. And you know how I had mentioned Natalie Imbruglia's Zip Up Sweater? Well, this video also inspired me to zip it and play around a little bit with it, maybe show my navel as a third grader. So yeah, there was something
third
with
grade was
black
very
hoodies.
formative to you. I'm realizing.
What's that?
Third grade was very formative for you. Yeah, a lot of your stories come from third grade. That's funny.
What you want to know? I think that it's interesting that you mentioned that, but unsurprisingly, my first language is Spanish. So third grade was when they merged me into the classes with native English speakers. So
interesting.
It was kind of when I started getting more exposed to English, and also, I developed friendships there that allowed me to embrace and enjoy the music, because prior to that I was listening to a lot of just Spanish music from my parents and whatnot.
Got it.
So that said, this music video, again, has a lot of sentimental value. I'm willing to understand that that's not the case for everyone. I just want to highlight that it is very fun. The rollerblades, the black hoodie zip up, and just being on a roller coaster. I want to have this day, any kind of day during the weekend. And she looks great just doing it.
Oh my God, she looks incredible.
I wouldn't go so far and say that Eminem is entirely comedy, because I do think he's respected by a lot of his peers. I will say that sometimes he ends up on the top of everyone's number one list. While I recognize he has a lot of skill and talent, there are a lot of really great rappers that, I don't know if he's the number one at his craft. But I will say that as a person that loves pop culture, and like Craig mentioned about the MTV TRL, I love how much MTV we see in this music video. We actually have people from the real world, different seasons on it. Yeah. And it's cool. It's very cool. I hate this for Mariah Carey. I will say for Eminem, maybe it's this one and another one, but not many other to select, where in contrast, Mariah Carey has so many music videos to select from, and this isn't the last we will see of her. Or Eminem. And this is her weakest. So, Eminem has a lot to, be worried about, especially if he's watching our YouTube video, because Mariah Carey will come back swinging, and she will not miss. Yeah, I like the song better for Mariah Carey, but I think the music video is just way more iconic. It's way more creative. It has a point of view, and there's a lot of parody going on, and a lot of little Easter eggs here and there.
another little time capsule of the time. So we're good to give it to Eminem?
That's fine.
All right, let's move it on to the second round and let's take a look at the bracket. Here is where we land after round 1. Let's move on to round 2. Starting with round 2, we have Marilyn Manson, Dope Show, and R.E.M. Losing My Religion. Both songs feature the occult.
Escucha las palabras de las brujas, los secretos escondidos en la noche. Los antiguos dioses invocamos ahora la obra de la magia oculta.
And my very religious mother would be very upset to even see either of these. I mean, I guess it doesn't represent the occult, but, you know, songs that... Actually, what is the Dope Show about?
Well, I'll tell you, but I will tell you that I feel like, for me, I lost my religion before I even had a religion, and so I straight went into the depths of hell with Marilyn Manson. My mom was angry that I had bought Mechanical Animals because it features Marilyn Manson wearing this suit.
Yes.
But to answer your question, as far as what the Dope Show is, it's supposed to be, at least to my best knowledge, and I possess a lot of knowledge on Marilyn Manson's Mechanical Animals. I may not know a lot about real life, but definitely know a lot about this album. And so it was commentary on like celebrity life. Celebrities are equated to dope there and how we consume them and all of that, but he just made the video a little bit not necessarily what that is about, but that's essentially what his commentary is, just the constant machines that create like this artificial Hollywood life. And yeah, I think it's really, really cool. And I think the video is visually striking. And I love Losing My Religion. Again, I never had one to begin with, but in a way, I feel they're not the same artist, but the Dope Show kind of pairs really well with 9 Inch Nails Closer.
Yeah.
And you know how I already feel about 9 Inch Nails Closer. Just I have an affinity for just something dark. But then the cool thing about the Dope Show is that he had so much glamour to it. I see all the nods to David Bowie. So really, really cool music video.
The Dope Show is... Marilyn Manson does such a good job moving his body in such strange and awkward, weird ways. He's moving very strange. He kind of reminds me in those instances where he's in that body suit with the breast. It is, and maybe only 2 people are going to get this reference, but it is like Magic the Gathering, like a member of the Phyrexia. Like it's this weird, like kind of robotic, poisonous, like weird, like maybe like the Borg if you know Star Trek, but like just really weird and futuristic and gross. It's in a good way. So, and again, to put my biases out there, go ahead and put it out there. I like, if it's between 2 things, I tend to lean towards the newer thing than the older thing. And I just think there's more going on in the Dope Show. So I would say we should move this one forward.
I agree 100%. And also, I think that's just how he moves his body is all I wanted to say.
He's just like learning to walk. He's just like walks pigeon-toed, and he's just learning how to walk, like he's coming into Earth. The beautiful people, the beautiful people, the beautiful people. In this form?
Yes.
Okay. I hope that Severance ends up being that they're making clones and they're making Marilyn Manson and enters into this music video. So moving on with him is Marilyn Manson. Next in round 2, we have Jennifer Lopez, I'm Glad, and Aaliyah, We Need a Resolution. I think this one's kind of easy for me. I'll go ahead and say Jennifer Lopez. I think her dancing is awesome.
I didn't see it, but I see it now. I think I love you and I need you now. Ain't had nothing like you in a while. I love you, puppy. I love you, puppy. I love you, love you, love you, puppy. I love you, puppy. I love you, love you, love you. It
has a theme. It carries the theme well, and she looks incredible. And there's some very attractive scenes of her. And the Aaliyah music video, while interesting in that it has, the snake in it, is, I don't know, it's not giving as much as the Jennifer Lopez.
It's not even giving what y'all said it was supposed to give. No.
Music video, but what do you think?
not enough golf. Well, I really like the Aaliyah music video, and speaking of looking incredible, Aaliyah looks incredible. She's just serving full goth, but like really cool R&B, and I really hate this round because they're both so good. I feel that Aaliyah has a really, really dark and gloomy music video, and it's really cool and it's really fresh because how many of the artists at that time were doing and daring to do something this bold. The Jennifer Lopez one, very inspired by her own acting career and kind of implementing that into the music video. They're both really good. I don't want to make the final decision, so if you're set on Jennifer Lopez, I'm glad. I'm just gonna go ahead and say, how dare you do this to Aaliyah, Craig? But
yeah, I'll be
fine.
I'll be the courageous one in the group. I mean, this part of Jennifer Lopez's music video is insane. It's so good. Yeah, I think if you're gonna give it to me, I'll give it to Jennifer Lopez. Yes.
Can you leave it just up for 1 second? I do have a question though.
Yeah.
And I know like this is really, really bad.
It's gonna be so bad. Okay.
But I have to ask, do you think there's any point during like the Jennifer Lopez dance where she like let out a fart?
Yeah, and then was that fart, because then that fart would have to be, it would be so wet sounding because she's soaking wet the entire music video.
Also, she's just wearing underwear, so like there's not much to
so
filter through.
Yeah, it's gonna smell. You're gonna hear it.
It's gonna be a really like, big dust cloud. I just had to ask. I mean, she's incredible, and I don't want to do this to her, but I just wonder.
And that's the type of journalism we do need here, and I'm glad you did ask the tough question. Do you think she did that aerial? No shot, right? All right, anyways, I'm going to give it to Jennifer Lopez. It's going to move on to the third round. All right, and I'm a man of integrity, unlike some people. All right, moving on to round
That wouldn't be
2.
me, Craig.
What's that? Sorry, I was doing my intro.
I'm definitely a person of integrity.
Okay. All right, well, we'll see. I think this round's getting a little heated for some reason, but we have to make a lot of hard choices, and I think it's getting to us, but...
Is it me? Am I the drama? I don't think I'm the drama. Maybe I am.
We have a job to do, Juan, so please have some integrity.
Well, you also said that this would be the easiest thing in my life ever, and it's resulting not to be the case.
Yes, I looking again on paper didn't look that challenging, but I am realizing that I love all of these songs, and yeah, I mean, I guess that's what happens when I add 1,000 videos to a playlist. I'm gonna love them all, but nevertheless, here we go. All right, Juan, moving on in round 2, we have Graduation by Vitamin C and 112 Anywhere. Where are you at in this matchup?
So I know I chose Vitamin C Graduation, and I still credit her for creating Graduations post 1999, or at least the memories that come from it with a song and a music video. But I think I'm kind of feeling 112's Anywhere. The music video is not like anything different to what we've seen out there, but I think combined with how strong the song is, I mean, it's kind of, growing, or it's starting to become a video that, one has to look out for because it could really end up anywhere.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way of saying it, actually, is that as it's getting stronger as the tournament's going on. I'm loving the song more. Before we play, or before we, start each round, I play a little bit of the music. And I just love this song. I think it's so good. And the music video, while a little boilerplate, while a little kind of not that creative, I think it still does a good job in the genre. And I think it does a serviceable job. The song is doing a lot of the heavy lifting, but I wasn't a fan of the Vitamin C music video, but I did think Backstreet Boys should have won. I think Backstreet Boys versus 112 would have been interesting, but I still think maybe 112 would have the edge.
Yeah, we're gonna have to agree to disagree with the first part about Backstreet Boys, but I agree with the second part.
Okay, well, yeah, let's have 112 move on. To the third round. Here we go. Last battle for round 2. We have Eminem, Without Me, and Monifah. What is it? Do it to me right. Do it right. Where is it? Touch it. What, touch it? Oh, yeah. Monifah, Touch It.
That's not a good sign if you're.
Well, this is what I'm saying. I'm almost forgetting because I think this is where the Cinderella story ends for Monifah.
Laugh out loud.
I think it is clearly Eminem. I don't even like Eminem, by the way.
Well, I don't know. I really want to fight for my girl Monifah.
Okay.
I don't know how she will win against this music video.
Okay,
but,
I'm glad you're saying that.
But I still want to see her win. I feel like she has a really cool, innovative music video, which I've already spoken about.
Incorrect.
It's innovative.
What's innovative about it?
She went to an actual military base.
Okay.
Hang on, give me a second.
Give me a second now. Now I'm gonna look up. Okay, here we go. After that quick Google break where we're yelling at each other, I think maybe personally to us, I think I would rather listen and watch this Monifah music video. But if we're trying to be objective here, and we're really thinking about what's the better music video,
okay,
that has
I got something for you.
All right, let me hear it.
So, brace yourself. So, you have to follow me here because there's a little bit of following. In today's stan culture, ironically, stan pitched by Eminem,
okay,
there's a group of people that are like, just so devoted to the people. There is room and space to say that Monifah and this these military people are so militantly her fans, and so they are doing anything to just serve her and please her. And dare I say, they just want to touch her. And you can just tell all these men want to touch her. So there's something to be said there. There's some space, an argument. I'll still give it to the Eminem one because I know that there's no way you're going to, side with me.
No,
but
here's the thing. If this is just a show, like see, this is the thing. I have to do the hard thing of saying it's clearly Eminem, and then you're gonna be like, oh well, I don't know. The other one's just as good, but I'll let you be the bad guy. Like,
I'm not
this
saying
is why,
just to say that.
This is why you always win in our end of year Christmas, social strategy games, because you're really good at making it seem like you're not doing any of the dirty work, but really
I'm not doing dirty work. No, I'm not.
You are doing. You're not able to do the dirty work. You're putting it on me to do the dirty work, and
no,
I think it's Eminem. I think it's not even clear.
No, that's what I said.
Not even close.
Well, no, I said there's room and space to make the argument for Touch It. I did say that. And, I'm not going to let her go down without just a fight. So I put my fight there and I said I'll give it to Eminem. What's it called? Without Me, featured on the Despicable Me soundtrack. But, Touch It. There's some really good arguments made by yours truly as to why the music song and the video were so ahead of their time. I mean, that army,
no,
it's like the Britney army or the Rihanna Navy, but an actual army of like
was Monifah's actual United States Marine Corps.
Maybe, so I will give it to Eminem Without Me. I recognize it's a bigger video, but it's not that easy, Craig.
I think it's easy. I think
it's not that easy, Craig.
I think if the people down below can really talk about it, I think anyone who sees these two music videos, they're
going to side with you.
100%. That's why it is our job to do the correct move, and I think the correct move is that
minority, like 1, 2, or 3 that do side with me, like you get it. And we get each other, so that's all that matters.
Ridiculous. Well,
if you get it, please consider joining the Juan army, where,
Where what? What's the uniform?
Jock straps and camouflage tanks.
That's cool. But I need you to put this on the record. This isn't me fighting for Eminem. This is me
It sounds
doing.
like you are.
I'm not. This is me being objective.
It sounds like you are. I said I gave it to Eminem, Craig, but all I'm saying is that there is room to make an argument for Monifah, and all I wanted to do was make that argument. I'll let her go down with this ship. I'm putting a white flag, Craig. That's all I'm telling you.
Listen, all I'm saying is I don't want to hear in future rounds like, well, you didn't give me Monifah, okay? I don't want to hear that.
Craig, at the same time, when you blast this the next time we hang out, I want to remind you, no, Craig, you should be blasting without me. You're not part of the Monifah army.
You know what? Next time we'll put both of them side by side and we'll ask the group which one's the better music video.
I'm gonna find if Redbubble can make me. That's how I made my Marina T-shirt with Monifah to show my support for Monifah. And Monifah, justice for Monifah. I'm gonna start that.
It's an amazing song. I love the song. I love it. I think it's a much better song. I would rather listen to this song.
One day. You do not fight. It sounds like you hate it, and it sounds like you're such an Eminem fan, actually.
I hate it.
So Eminem. I feel like
I don't like this song.
I would like to compete at the Christmas game against you because I feel what you're trying to do is like make sure that you get Eminem there. And like I said, I've already given in, but you're like, I don't like him. So that I'm like, oh, Craig doesn't like him.
No.
Great.
All right, well, this is getting...
Reverse psychology.
This is getting really heated. Let's have Eminem move on. Let's forget about this. And let's see what happens in round 3. All right, here is where we land after the second round, a very heated second round. And we're going to move on to round 3, the final 4 of this seed.
So this round we have Marilyn Manson, The Dope Show, and Jennifer Lopez. I'm glad. I'll tell you something. I'm not glad that I have to pick between both of these because, you know, I always feel like there's a little bit of facets in my personalities with both of these music videos. And it's like on one hand, there's like the aspirational dance moves and like the career that I have. Like I want to be like well-respected man in the day, but like a exotic dancer at night, like the plot for Flashdance. But on the other end, it's like I just love the darkness, and you know, this is surprisingly interesting for this Marilyn Manson era because normally we're more used to more gothy Marilyn Manson, so this era has a little bit more color. In fact, lack of color. Because it's a great big white world. That's Marilyn Manson song for some of you guys out there. That's from that same album. And so it's darkness shown in a different way and just showing the dark aspects of being famous versus just trying to survive out there and chasing your dreams of being a ballerina, but having to, you know, dance for a lot of nasty, sweaty men just so that you can pay your rent the next day. So in the real world, I know how I would pick between those scenarios, but in the music video and aesthetically, and I know maybe Craig will have a differing opinion, but I love this for Marilyn Manson, and I would love for Marilyn Manson to move forward. As much as I love Jennifer Lopez, I'm glad, but it's just such a unique video, so I really want to give it to him.
I'm with you. So generally, the video on the left is the favorite versus the right, and in fact, Marilyn Manson going into the seed is the favorite. It has the highest score. It actually got 2 5s by both me and Juan going into this. So naturally, it's just a good music video. You know, I think I said it in previous video that we made, but you know, kind of a way I'm determining which one's better is like, where are my eyes going? Like, where is it leading? And you know, there's some very important times on the Jennifer Lopez video that I'm looking at, but most of the time I'm looking at the Marilyn Manson one of like, I want to know more about the characters. Like there's a few, especially early on in the music video, I want to learn like, why are they looking like that? Like I want to know the story behind it. The song is good. I think the song's probably better than I'm Glad as well. So I'm good with giving it to Marilyn Manson to move to the final.
Great.
Awesome.
Thank you. This was less contentious than Eminem one.
Let's move it on. Going into the final, congrats, Marilyn Manson. The final matchup in round 3 for this seed, for battle for the 6th seed, we have Eminem, Without Me, and 112, Cinderella Story, finding themselves into the semis with Anywhere. Again, I think this is where the Cinderella Story ends for 112. I'll put it out there. I think it is the better song, just for me personally. I think it is. No, the music video is better for Eminem, but I do like the song much better than the Eminem song. But I think it would be disservice to not give it to Eminem right now.
Alrighty. Craig sure loves talking about seeds and semis. That said, you'll be very delighted to hear this, Craig, but I am going to go with your favorite, Eminem.
That's not my favorite. Let the record show it's not my favorite.
I don't know, it feels like it is. I feel like this is going to ultimately be a plot to definitely let Eminem take this entire bracket, but we'll see. But, just being objective, the Eminem video is better, it's more known. The Anywhere, ran its course. It definitely was like the Cinderella Story, but Eminem, both by the music video and song, really deserves to move on. So congratulations, Eminem and Craig.
No, I knew you were going to say that. I don't agree. All right, let's see what happens in the finals with Eminem versus Marilyn Manson. It is the finals. The winner of this will be the 6th seed in the AOL bracket of 16. We have Marilyn Manson, The Dope Show, and Juan's favorite, Eminem, Without Me.
I'm trying to use reverse psychology here, so I vote for Eminem, and I'm sorry, but I have a really good ability to detect these type of powers being used against me.
Yes, Juan has won multiple seasons of my game that I've created, my social strategy game that I've created against him and my family, and he wins every year. Somehow, he does it. I don't know, he's a little conniving in that way.
I'm not conniving. Also, I can tell when a man knocks behind a door. No,
that sounds like a woman.
Okay, so it's unsurprising, really, that both of these music videos made it to the very end. While, I'm very partial and would have liked to see Monifah, I can put my bias to the side and understand why these two made it this far.
Yeah.
It's not so tough in my eyes, just because while both music videos are really good, I like provocative videos. Clearly, I guess another bias coming out for me there, but sure, we're not counting for me. So Marilyn Manson, he did something very effectively with this music video. It's intriguing. You don't have to like his music or his image. He created just a very unique masterpiece with this music video. The song is great. I'm not saying Eminem didn't, definitely create a piece of work for himself, but it's just for me, it's going to be Marilyn Manson, The Dope Show, on a personal, but outside of just personal level. It's the most interesting video between both, but I mean, I don't know. What do you think, Greg?
Yeah, I think that's a really great way of saying it. What is more interesting? Is it the parody of the time that's if my daughter, who's 11 years old, if she watches this Eminem video, is she gonna even understand 80% of does she know that that's Moby right there? It's a lot of it's just lost to the time, and that's the problem with doing parody, is it just immediately dates you, whereas this Marilyn Manson video is a little bit timeless. It can come out at any moment and be just as shocking and weird and cool. So unlike the other music video or other brackets that we've done so far, having in this moment in the finals, it hurts and it's sad to get rid of one of them. Here, it's more of an intellectual battle of okay, well, what's more important in a music video? Is it, iconness. I think more people would know the Eminem music video a little bit more. Like it is, you see it, like, you know, you can see it everywhere. But I just think that I agree with you. It is more provocative. The imagery is so cool. It's so much fun to watch. Like, this is what, our 4th time watching this music video, and I can't stop looking at it. It's so much fun to look at the Marilyn Manson part. So I agree with you.
And Craig, I'm going to do something actually kind of special. I mean, it doesn't involve, well, it kind of involves Eminem, but, you know, I've been giving you a very hard time today, but I have to say that I take back a little bit of what I tried to defend earlier on with Eminem, with the comedy part, because you actually kind of hit it on the head with this comment in terms of comedy rap, and also like, oh, like the references that he uses kind of get dated, like the Moby one. And yes, actually upon a lot of, you know, thinking, and really reminds me that although Eminem is a really good artist, you know, he might be some people's favorites, Craig's, at the same time, the level of humor, I think, is, if anybody's seen those like parody films, I try to avoid them, like The Plague, unless it's like the Scary Movie ones, but like the ones like Epic Movie, what's another one? I mean,
Scary Movie, Date Movie, yeah.
No, Scary Movie, no, we're not gonna, Scary Movie outside
Scary
of the
Movie
question.
is part of it.
Unless it's Scary Movie 5, Craig,
I bet you if we were to rewatch,
I was trying to be positive. Epic Movie.
If we were to rewatch Scary Movie, I bet you we would not laugh once.
Oh no, I watch Scary Movie 1 and 2, what's it called, at least once a year, because like I told you, I love Anna Faris. All I mean to say is the comedy thing, I see it, and it really reminds me of those type of movies, movie.
But I don't want the fact that it's a comedy to lose here, because I think there will be other music videos and other tiers where the comedy is done well, and it's done in a way that is timeless and, you know, interesting. I just think this type of comedy doesn't speak to me. It never has. It didn't at the time.
Same here. I was just gonna say, this goes without saying, I'm sure Epic Movie, Date Movie is like some of your guys' favorite movies, so no hate there. It's just also not my type of movie or my type of humor, which is exactly why for me some of these like jokes don't particularly land so well with me. But hey, for some people, they're the pinnacle of humor, and I mean, we're not taking that away. He made it very far.
Yeah, and I think he lost at the right time. I think this is about as far as he would go. I don't think this is a music video that would end up winning anyway, like the whole tournament. So it feels like this is about the time it should go. Yeah, let's give it to the Dope Show. Congratulations, winning the 6th seed. Let's put it into the AOL divisional bracket.
Just want to say one more thing.
Yes.
And we got him for you, Mariah Carey.
What if he comes after us, Juan? If he goes after people that are below him? Here we are, Juan, in the AOL Divisional Championship. We have our new addition, Marilyn Manson, in the bottom right, in the 6th seed, waiting for its opponent. Looking at these music videos, I have no idea how this is going to turn out.
Me neither. It really is anyone's game at this point, and for the next contenders coming in, the competition looks really intense. So they're going to have to bring their A game. That's for sure.
For sure. All right. Well, that concludes the 6th seed. We're going to move on to the 7th seed. We're almost halfway done with this bracket, Juan.
Slam dunk.
Great job. All right. Bye.
Bye.